from the General Hospital on the witness stand, and she would swear on a pile of Bibles that her decision is made. She wants to be with Neil, file closed. But his heart could still raise an objection. Can you honestly say, could he ask during cross-examination, that you no longer have feelings for your former husband, Julian? Dun dun dun. Alexis, of course, would insist that she also be on her ex's J.Lo as Ben Affleck. But we are not so sure. By what we mean super skeptical. So we suggest, readers of soaps, to decide which man is really his Mr. Right. First, a Cliff Notes review of the two relationships. Julian, you remember, had already had a past with Alexis by the time he returned to Port Charles as Derek Wells in 2013. They even conceived a child together. Hi, Sam, that kind of past. And it turned out that the lovers of yesteryear still had chemistry in the wazoo. So, despite the fact that she was a justice officer and that he was a gangster, they surrendered to passion and said, I do it. It went as well as expected. Alexis generated so much heat that they never bothered to touch the thermostat during the winter. But he continued to mingle in the murders. Being a mobster is difficult, yo. She hit the bottle and then him, with his car. And finally, he held a knife by the throat. To protect her from her crazy sister, Olivia, but still. A kind of breach of contract. The relationship between Alexis and Neil, on the other hand, was relatively cold. Of course, there was the clumsiness of the psychiatrist realizing that he had involuntarily asked his new patient. And there was the tension that arose when another of his baby daddies, Sonny, made him an offer he couldn't refuse to help Christina, who was brainwashed. Oh, and there was a lot of anxiety surrounding the way the underground romance of Alexis and Neil led to his radiation and their current separation. Hey, we only said that the relationship between Alexis and Neil had been relatively cold compared to that of Alexis and Julian. And that's not the question, anyway. The question is, which of these connections is worth fighting for? Do you prefer to see Alexis intervene and try to save Julian from his marriage of complacency with Nell? Or are you hoping that Alexis and Neil will find a way to meet again sooner rather than later? Vote in the poll below, then save your vote with a convincing argument in the comments section below.